Hi everyone, today we're going to be making Swiss rolls. We need 6 ingredients: sugar, food coloring, baking powder, eggs, flour, and oil. We're now going to crack 4 eggs and separate the whites from the yolks. So break the egg and crack it open. Now we're going to put the egg yolk in one bowl and the egg whites in another. Second egg, second yolk in the bowl and second white in the other bowl. Third egg. No, I accidentally dropped the yolk, but it's fine because the yolk did not crack. Third yolk in one bowl, third egg white in another. Fourth egg and fourth egg white. Now we're going to add a 1/4 cup of sugar to our egg whites. I like to use a little bit less sugar, and now I'm going to add the sugar in, and we're going to start mixing. Remember to always start on low. We only need to beat it up for 5 minutes using a whisk attachment. The meringue in this bowl is serving as a leavening agent for the cake, like baking powder. Look at this, it's holding its shape. The meringue is ready. Here are our egg yolks. And now we're going to add 1/2 cup or a little bit less than 1/2 cup of sugar. I'd say about this much is good. And a 1/4 cup of oil. Oil is a lot like butter, except it works better if you don't want to heat up your cake in the morning when you eat it. I can grab a whisk and whisk it up. It's so shiny, like a bling bling bling. Now we can add 3/4 cup of flour to the egg yolk mixture and 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Now we're gonna whisk this up. The baking powder is a leavening agent. The reason we have it in this recipe is so that the egg whites don't need to do all of the work. This looks a lot like a dough.
So what's the difference between dough and batter?
Like this, a dough is a solid and a batter is a liquid. For example, for pancakes it's a batter, but for pizza it's a dough. It's pretty much done. We can now add in the egg white. I'm going to grab a spatula and I'm going to separate them into 1/3. Because this one has a giant hole in it, I can give this one more space. Now I'm going to add in 1/3 of the egg yolks to the egg whites. Egg whites to the egg yolks. Now that I've added it, I'm going to grab my whisk and mix it in. This is eventually going to get pretty white, so that's why we need food coloring. Once it's mostly combined, we can add another 1/3. I'm just going to mix this in. And now it's easier than last time to mix it in. Now it's looking a lot more like the batter, like a batter.
Instead of a dough.
Yes. Now we're going to add the last part of the egg whites. And usually the first batch of meringue is sacrificial. It sacrifices most of its volume so that the other batches can do their thing, make the batter gain more volume.
So that's why it's acting like a baking powder.
Yes. Okay, now we're going to whip in the last bit of egg whites. And now you can see it's turning pretty white.
So that's why we need the food coloring?
Yes. Okay, I'm going to add 2 drops and watch the difference.
Oh, all of a sudden it's yellow. If you don't have food coloring, you still can make it, right?
True, but it's like going to be like a bland yellow. And I want a more lemon
Yellow.
Now the batter is done, we can start preparing the baking pan. Now we need to prepare the baking pan. So we're going to first butter the pan up so that the parchment paper will stick. So now we're going to get some parchment paper. Remember to measure it out. More parchment paper. Now I'm going to try to eliminate any of the air pockets at the bottom. This size parchment paper setup, I'm going to cut. We finished setting up the baking pan and we can now pour in the batter. So we're just going to pour it into the center. Remember to make sure that your parchment paper is big enough, otherwise your batter will leak out. Before we bake this, we need to move the batter to the corners a little bit so that it's more even. Okay, now that it's leveled, we can preheat the oven. So first I'm going to unlock the oven, then we're going to bake at 350. Then we're going to click start. It's preheating.
A few minutes later.
Okay, now that it has reached 350, I'm going to open the oven and put the cake in. Now that's it in, I can close the door and I can set a 12-minute timer.
12 minutes later.
Now that the timer has run, I can turn the heat off and turn the timer off. Now I'm going to quickly grab it. Now we're going to get a mat or a towel and in 3, 2, 1, calmly dump it. Yay! Now I'm going to put this here. Remove. Wait, what? Why is it sticking? Remove the parchment paper. And now, to cool it off quickly, I'm just going to roll it up and use the towel. When it's hot, you need to do this. Otherwise, when it gets cold, it will no longer remember its shape. Now that we've rolled it up, I'm going to put it into the fridge for 20 minutes. So it's into the fridge, freezer. Now we're going to set a 20-minute timer.
20 minutes later.
Now that the 20-minute timer has rang, we can start applying some whipping cream on top of the Swiss roll. So let's first roll the Swiss roll out. Uh-oh, it cracked.
It cracked?
Here.
Oh, it doesn't matter, it's inside.
I'm just going to apply it. Whipping cream. Oh, by the way, our whipping cream that we will be using isn't that sweet. It is going to be less sweet than the cake. But if you're using a sweeter whipping cream, then you might want to add less sugar to your cake. You want to also work some cream into the furrow.
Furrow?
This.
The starting point.
Yeah.
So starting point should have more whipping cream.
Plus, when you roll it up, there is going to eventually be more whipping cream in it. Just remember to apply whipping cream there. Okay, we're gonna continue spreading this. So let's move it out. Okay, this is enough cream, so now I'm just going to work it out. You don't want too much cream at the end because the cream is going to move. The crack is probably fixed, plus when they roll it up, you won't see the crack. Okay, I think it's done. So now I'm going to roll it up. As you can see, the cream is going this way. So right now, it's perfect. Okay, so let's transfer the Swiss roll into a plate. And now we can cut it up and eat it. Okay, now we're gonna cut the Swiss roll. Now let's check what it looks like on the inside. I feel like this is too fat. It's too flat. I probably didn't apply enough cream, but it probably tastes yummy. The Swiss roll itself isn't too sweet, and the cream is also not too sweet, so they fit perfectly.
Yummy. Yummy. Yummy.
Do you want this Swiss roll? Well, if you do, give me a thumbs up or subscribe.